Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Look, Dmitry Bivol is going to punch his way to a loss if he tries to do what he says he's going to do. Now, when you take a look at their first fight, let's just take a look at total punches landed, total punches thrown. You can see Beterbiev'S at 4 of 33. Bivol was 14 of 39. Now, this is the issue. All right, I'm going to show you something. When you look at Bivol, who in every round, he threw over 30 punches. Except for round 10, he threw 27. That's because Beterbiev'S was putting the bing-bings on him. But for Bivol to say he's going to double his punch output, you all tell me how a guy who weighs 175 plus pounds on fight night is going to come in there and every single round double his punch output to throw between 80 and 90 punches a round, opposed to when compared to his first fight where he was throwing at a low 27 and at a high 47. You know how hard it is to throw 47 punches around when you got a killer in front of you? So there's a couple pros and cons to Bivol letting his hands go more. The pros are, if he can sustain that kind of work rate, he can paralyze Beterbiev'S. Because if you're letting your hands go against a guy who's trying to get to you and fight you, he's going to lock up, he's going to freeze up. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's one of the pros. If Bivol can sustain his attack and can increase his punch output by doubling it to throw between like 70 and 90 punches, then I think he may have something. But the problem with that, he's not fighting a guy who has a low IQ. He's not fighting a guy who can't box. He is fighting a guy who's has a brilliant boxing man and is a killer, although Beterbiev'S is getting older. But the more you let your hands go, the more there's a chance of someone countering you, more of a chance of somebody timing you, more of a chance of a shot getting in, because you're just offensively minded and letting your hands go, right? And for that reason, I just think for Bivol to try to double his punch output round after round, I think that's a mistake. And I think Bivol is going to punch his way to a loss. Now, can that approach to the fight, can he win? Yes. Yes, he can. Will he win? I don't think so. Not doing that. I think he's going to have to definitely increase his punch output, doubling the punches he throws every round. I think that's a suicide mission. He might as well strap a bomb to his chest and detonate that shit. But there will be some rounds where he needs to throw more punch. I think every round he should throw about 10 or 15 more. But he's got to be calculated. He's got to be smart. And he's got to do like he did in the first fight. After he rattles off his combinations, roll out and get out of trouble. But there were times where Beterbiev'S was able, if Bivol was exiting to his right, then Beterbiev'S was throwing the left to control him and limit his movement. But nonetheless, that first fight was high IQ. That first fight was the best fight in the best. And that first fight just shows us what we, the fans, can get when you get two fighters who are, no kidding, the two best in the division to get in the ring and scrap. You're going to get, high-paced action. You're going to get the suspense. You're going to get everything. That's why this rematch that's taking place, everyone is just as excited, if not more excited, about this rematch. There ain't nobody out here moving around like Boots, Shikadzian 2. Like, no one out here is feeling that shit when it comes to these two monsters, and that's what they both are, monsters. So, I don't have a crystal ball. I really don't. I think it's a 50-50 fight, but if you ask me who wins, I just think Beterbiev'S wins. Beterbiev'S isn't talking all that, well, I need to do this, I need to do that, I'm going to increase my punch output. No. Beterbiev'S was sick or injured. He was coming off of an injury going into that fight with Bivol. For him to be 100% now and know what Bivol can dish out and what Bivol can and cannot take, I think Beterbiev'S is fully locked in, and he's going to come after Bivol. And I think at some point he catches up to him. I'd even say he may knock him out. But one thing is for sure, Bivol has fast hands. He has great punching power. He doesn't have elite punching power like Beterbiev, but he has great punching power. And Bivol could easily catch Beterbiev with some shit, because Bivol can punch while he's moving. He could catch Beterbiev with some shit and knock out Beterbiev. So that's what makes this fight so intriguing. But I just got to side with Beterbiev. And if I'm wrong, you know what? It's a 50-50 fight. You just don't know what's going to happen. And that's what makes this fight so good. Anyway, be watching out for Bivol to try to come out here and double his final punch numbers, man. If he can do that, great. And if he can do that without getting clobbered, even better. I just don't think he's going to go that way. Anyway, keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. I'm in the breeze.